The biblical question is, what's the biblical question? Oh, how do we hold people responsible for their actions when there is no free will? How do we hold people responsible for their actions when there is no free will? Isn't that a good question? So, say I'm your Mexican car wash boy. How do you hold people responsible for their action when there is no free will?
In a society perspective, you let the law of the land like handle it. So if someone commits a crime, put them in jail, let them do their time. But from a spiritual or personal side, you just let them suffer. You're honest with them. You tell them the truth. If they don't want to hear it and they get angry about it, then you just walk away and let them go through what they have to go through, because we're not God. We're not going to change somebody. And that's the best way to hold them accountable.
100%. Don't try to get revenge. If they stole from you or something like that, you need to put them in jail, and let the law contain them, because they're not guided by the law of the heart. And if you have a problem with them, go and forgive them and go your way and be done with it. Because everybody has to pay for whatever they do in life. That'll come. It'll be according to God. We cannot punish people. All right? The people that I talk to that are trying to get revenge and punish someone, it's just, they're suffering for it. They really are suffering. Because trying to punish someone is hateful, it's evil. Revenge is God, not ours. We're supposed to love even our enemy, meaning don't hate. Now, if they commit a crime and it's on the law book, they go to jail and they will, punish them in jail. But we can't punish one another. We shouldn't even try, don't even think of doing it, because it will come back on you and destroy you. I wish you to hear some of these stories I'm hearing from different people who have tried that. It's not enough. We are made to love, not to hate. And anyone who has not returned to the Father, because we're all born in sin, you're of hate. You have no love. But once you forgive, you'll be of love, and it's amazing. And be patient, because you will overcome that fallen state. You'll grow from it and grow from it and grow from it, and you'll look around one day and you won't believe your life. You'll be like, what the? And so he's right about that. You got to forgive. We've got to forgive one another. You can't punish enough. Yes. Do y'all understand that? That's why I tell the guys all the time, listen to this, ladies, you'll love this one. When your woman hit you, you know how women hit men all the time, but if a man hit a woman, he got to go to jail. As soon as your woman hit you, call the cops. Come now. Put her in jail. I don't care if you had 845 kids at home. Put her in jail so she'll see you're not going to put up with that. Throw away the key. And take her name off your bank account. But don't hate. Don't hate. Don't get angry. Be patient. All right? Then they will see. Don't hate. Don't hate. Yes, sir.
What if a child molester
Speaking to the thing there.
a child molester gets away with his crime and doesn't do any time in jail,
Wish
not
him
held
well.
responsible for it? Then how do you forgive that?
By not hating him. He can't help it.
And must you forgive that?
Yeah. You can't, we are not allowed to hate, period, because hatred is of Satan. And as this young man was saying, of ourselves we can do nothing. We can't help it because they're in a fallen state. Forgive him, deal with him, but don't hate him. And you'll see the right way to do it.
That just means don't hate him.
But there may be actions to take, but if you have hatred, you won't see the right action to take. But if you don't have that hate, you can see how to deal with it. Don't plan it. Have a wait-and-see attitude. You know what I mean? In life, we can't plan life. We have to live life, discover it. We can't say, oh, if a child molester raped my daughter, I'm going to kill him.
That's right.
You're setting yourself up. And really, you're setting yourself up. And it might not work out well for you because you've already planned it. Have a wait and see attitude.
And what if they're still around? Do you have to go to forgive? Or, or you just do it in your heart?
If you need to go and forgive, go and forgive. Hey, I'm sorry for hating you for that. And you'll be free because the body heals, but the soul does not heal until you come back to love. You need love, and that's why you still have the pain of it.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
just a difficult one to swallow, take.
Speaking to the mic.
That's just a difficult one to accept, that you would have to forgive someone for
God
that.
said we have to love our enemies. You can't hate. But the beauty about it, once you overcome the anger, you automatically have love. There is no hate in you, no anger. He takes it all away, and you wouldn't be able to hate the child molester or anyone else. You just won't be able to because it's not your nature anymore. It's that old nature is the nature of Satan. Now that you overcome that, you have the nature of God, and his nature is love. So you wouldn't be able to hate even if you tried. I've been doing this for 31 years now. There's nothing like knowing yourself. You can't put your eyes on anyone else. And yet you'll see the world around you, but you won't judge it. You're discerning, but you won't hate it, right? And you can't get enough of knowing yourself, really. It just makes you better in life. It gives you love. It makes you stronger. It opens your eyes in ways that I can't even imagine. But you gotta know yourself. And if someone could get you upset or get you to overreact, it's not that person's fault. It's your fault. It's you, not them. But the ego wants you to blame them. You made me angry. You made me afraid. No. You're in a fallen state and you don't know yourself. You got to take responsibility for your own action and leave other folks alone. Don't hate yourself, but don't deny yourself. See that you're wrong and you'll be fine. And you will get better. I'm telling you, it will change for the good. It really will, because we are a spirit created in the image of God. And he will change it. Just like Satan. You're either of Satan or you're of God. You're not of both. You're one or the other. And anyone who has any anger at all, iota of anger, one little bit of anger, Satan is your daddy. And I don't care how many Bibles you read, how you hoop and holler, Satan your daddy. You got to overcome that spirit, and he will cause that to happen. All right? The lady in the pink.
Hi. You kind of answered my question, but just to, say it anyway, I want to know, how exactly do you deal with those moments when, like, someone just disrespects you greatly? Like, what exactly do you do? Because when that happens to me, like, a lot of things be running through my mind. Like, do I retaliate? Do I just accept it? Do I act up? Do I fight back? Like, what should I do exactly in those moments?
Esteban, I want to tell you.
I wouldn't do anything and kind of just wait and see what really happened, because you can get into your imagination and kind of make up ideas of what happened. So like, if you kind of relax and just let everything unfold, then you're going to see like why they did it and why you reacted the way you did, and then you'll know what to do. And then from then, if it happens again, I guess you have more experience, so you can handle it differently the next time as well.
And Levi, Dad, want to just add to that, to summarize it all.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to add to summarize that, to be honest with you. I was just going to say, like that in that moment, if you don't make a judgment on it, then there is no overreaction, right? There's no reason to be upset unless you first judge what that person said as something. Then you're going to have the reaction to it. I was thinking it's kind of like depression. Like, you can't get to depression without first judging, because you have to judge it as bad first before you ever get there. And it's the same with your reaction to people. If you can stop yourself from, so like what she said, know yourself, so that in that moment you don't judge it. You're just like, whatever,
Yeah.
I think.
Did you have your hand for that? Yes.
Yeah, Jesse, I like to think that anger is a punishment we give ourselves because somebody else made a mistake.
Well, it didn't come from you. It came from your mother. And so you grew up with it because your father too beta to tell you, forgive mama. She can't help it. So if he had told you that early in life, you wouldn't have that anger. So we don't give it to ourselves. we're born of what they call sin. We're born into a crazy family. And they're out of control, so they traumatize you. It's not your own. All right? One thing I wanted to say about that. I forgot what I was going to say. But, I know. First of all, if someone can hurt you, wouldn't you say they can?
Like someone just disrespects you.
If someone disrespect you. If someone disrespect you and you overreact, it makes you mad, be glad that they did it so you can see that that's still it's an ego inside of you. It's all ego. Because if you didn't feel a certain way about yourself or saw yourself in a certain way, they could never disrespect you. They'll make it a fool of themselves. If I thought about that, I wouldn't be up here today. I wouldn't be doing it. I've been called every name in the book and then some, and some names I never heard of. I'm like, what the? But I don't care. I welcome that because I want to make sure I don't have an ego going on here. And if I react to it, it's because I'm playing God with myself. I have this impression of myself, and I'm getting mad at the person that's attacking. No, be happy if that happens. You have to feel the same way about that you feel about life when you're feeling good, seems like all is well. Everybody love you, you're walking on a cloud, and you're all happy. Oh, I love God, right? And as soon as someone disrespects you, now you're down here hating. You have to have the same attitude that you have when you're feeling good. So if someone hurting your ego by disrespecting you, fine. Be glad it's happening and keep your eye on yourself and don't hate them back for it and you'll overcome it.
Yeah, even if it's like a physical thing that they might like push or shove you or take something that you like really wanted or had your heart like set on or anything like that.
What?
Like even if it's like a physical thing that they might do to disrespect you.
I mean, if they,
It's like I'm cool with like words, they don't really affect me, but
okay.
like when it's physical, like that's a different story.
No, it's a different action for that. You have to protect yourself.
Okay.
But don't get angry. Never get angry, but you'll see what to do. Protect yourself if it's physical.
Okay.
I was about to knock a woman out at the I was going to knock this woman out at the store. These two black women like, he need to put a mask on. He doesn't have his mask. These two black women, right, with afros. And so the Mexican lady came up, sir, you should, can you put your mask on? Oh, yeah, no problem. And then I said, tell those two bitches to stay out of my business. I said it real loud, like a black person. And they were mad, they were cursing and running up and down the aisle. And I said, look, I'm not one of those little beta millennial men. You hit me, you going down. And they backed off. Two of them. Isn't that amazing? You'll see what to do. Stay away from anger. You will always see the right thing to do.
Okay.
You really will.
Yeah. Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
It's kind of off topic. I'm just curious on like, what is your take about like natural hair like mine, like afros? What do
I
you
like
think
your
about it?
hair.
Oh, thank you.
Not really. No, I'm playing. Your hair look fine. It doesn't look all dry and nappy and like you got half dressed and then comb your hair before you left the house.
Oh, okay.
It look fine. It really does.
Okay, cool.
It really does. It look fine. All right?
Yeah.
So don't worry
Thank
about it. Okay. Look, once you wake up, I'm a witness to this. Once you overcome that anger, life unfolds for you. There's nothing else to do. Satan is holding you down, and God will set you free. Your life will just open up. And you'll find yourself dealing with things like you never dealt with before. You never worry about anything. It'll just open up for you. There's nothing else to do. Once you forgive, you're back with the Father, and He will take care of you. All that mess you're into will disappear. Really, it will disappear. Of ourselves, we can do nothing. And we know nothing.